guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that I've been missing for a while and haven't put up a video in a while, and there is a reason for it, and also the quality might not be the best in this video because I'm filming on my phone, and that is a reason as well. So basically there have been some things happening that I haven't been able to talk about yet because I wanted it to be like officially official, if that makes sense. But basically my husband and I have been looking into buying and building a house for, it's been about 6 months at this point that we started the process. So it has been confirmed, like we got our loan through and everything, and we've done our paperwork, we've done our pre-start appointment, which is like where you pick out all the stuff for your house. So all of that's been going on. It's very time consuming, and on top of that, this house that we are renting at the moment, the owner has sold it, so our new house won't be ready. They're aiming for Christmas, but I always keep in the back of my mind, I'd rather have like delays, like I'd rather be prepared for delays than not, and you know, if that makes sense. So we have been scurrying around trying to find a short-term rental, which is very difficult in the market at the moment, and rent is super expensive at the moment as well because of, you know, the global situation and all of that. So this really hit us out of nowhere, like when this house got sold, and we were just like, oh my goodness, like what are we going to do now? And then we've basically just been looking at houses. I've been to many home opens, and we went to one, I think it was last week, like early last week, and it was the first one that I felt like I actually liked it, because pictures can be very deceiving. Like the pictures they put online, the angles they take it in, the lighting, the, you know, little filters that they do afterwards. So when you go and see it in person, a lot of them are a huge letdown and a big disappointment. So finally I found this one, and I really wanted it. And the thing that I was scared of was the short-term lease, because obviously any owner, and if I was an investment owner, I would be the same. I would want someone there long-term, you know, something a bit more secure. But I was just outright honest and told the lady that, like the real estate lady, and I just said, look, we're building a house. It hasn't even started building yet. So I think I'll get into the new house, like our house in a minute, but this is just regarding the other temporary rental that we've got. I just explained to this lady, like, we are building, they're aiming for Christmas, so we would like to start with a 6-month lease, and if needed, we can extend at the end of those 6 months, which we most likely will anyway. And, you know, she just said, okay, you can mention that on the application and see how we go. And I just said to my husband, I was like, oh, this is the first house that I actually like I want to live in this house. And Levi loved it there as well. It was the only home open that we went to that he actually didn't cling to me, and he wanted to go run around and play, and he actually didn't want to leave the backyard, so I had to drag him out of there. And anyway, so I put in the application the next day, because now everything is done online. So complicated. I wish you could just do a pen and paper and just go hand it in like you used to. So I actually ended up calling the agency and asking, like, can I get like a PDF that I can print out, you know, handwrite it out and email it back to you? And they did that. So anyway, I did that the following afternoon. So around midday, I sent an application, and 3 hours later they called and said that the owner had approved our application. I was just so shocked because I did not see it coming, because it's a short-term lease, and I'm just glad that I was completely honest with them and they accepted it based on that. So that's really taken a huge amount of stress off my husband and I, because we were really stressing, because we had 30 days to find something and there was nothing. Like, I applied for 4 places at this point and nothing was coming through, nothing seemed right, and then bam, this one just hit that afternoon, and it just took a lot of stress off, a lot of weight off our shoulders, because then it's just a moving process after that. So we have to be out of this house. So today is Tuesday, the 5th or 6th or something like that of April. So we have to start moving on the 22nd of April. So not this Thursday, not the Thursday after, but the Thursday after that. So in 2 weeks or so, we're going to be moving over that weekend, because I think it's Anzac Day weekend in Australia. So it'll be like a long weekend, and that actually gives us a lot of time to move to the new house and plus clean up this house ready to be handed over to the next owners. So that has been the deal, and why I have been not consistent with my videos, and I've been missing here and there, and I haven't been very active on Instagram and any of that, and this is a reason for it. And then on top of that, our whole building process as well, which I haven't shared with you guys, only because I wanted it to be like actually official and paperwork signed and bank loan come through and all of that. I just don't like to jinx anything. So that we had our pre-start meeting like a couple of Fridays ago, and it was really nice. We got to pick out all the doors and bench tops and cupboards and tiles and roof and everything. We are so excited about this. So that was like a whole chapter that we didn't see coming, because we always wanted to buy a house, but we didn't think that we'd be able to for a few years. But in Australia where we live, the government has actually given people grant money to go and build to help with the economy. So we started just looking into it about 6 months ago, maybe even more at this point. It's just been a lot of delays because it's obviously everyone's jumping at this opportunity. Why wouldn't you? So yeah, that process started from then, and it's just been, you know, waiting for bank stuff, going and signing stuff, and finally now it's gotten down to like the fun things where you get to pick out the, you know, your whole decor in the house and all of that. So we've been at the starting process of that. So if you don't follow my videos or anything, I am pregnant as well. So I am almost 10 weeks pregnant now. I haven't done another pregnancy update since my announcement, only because there's nothing to share, like more than, like nothing's changed really. My nausea and stuff has still been on and off. It is getting better. Before it was like almost a daily thing, but now maybe like 2 to 3 days a week I may have a bad day. That's fine. And the doctor did say by week 12, week 14, it should all ease off, and normally the second trimester is marvelous. My friend, so I worked with her, we were pregnant together last time and we are pregnant together again this time, so it's really cool how that worked out. But we had our babies in the same hospital and stuff, so her daughter is 4 months older than Levi, and she told me that you can choose to have the same midwife that you had with your first child or, you know, previous child. And I thought that was really great, because if you watch my birth story, I mention a lot of health traumatic issues that happened to me postpartum, and I thought like that would be so beneficial to everyone, but especially in my situation with what happened, she at least knows and was there for it all, and she can, you know, she can look after me from the beginning with this time around. So yeah, so she saved a spot for me on her team, so I'll be having the same midwife that I had for Levi. So she took care of me throughout my whole pregnancy last time, and she was there postpartum as well. So I'm really, really happy with that, and like that was even an option. I'm really happy about that. So that was my little pregnancy update. That's just a little Easter bunny there that my friend got for Levi. Yeah, so I didn't want to just not like film anything. I just thought, because I can't film in my room that I normally film in, only because it's starting to be stacked with moving boxes, and I'm gonna have to pack my lights away, and all of that's gonna have to go away for a while until I set up in the new house. So I won't be set up in there until probably like the first week of May is when I can probably film properly again. So that's why I wanted to at least be able to do some casual type videos like I'm doing now, just filming on my phone, just so there's some content, and I didn't want it to be like I just disappeared or, you know, anything like that. So I just wanted to share that update with you guys about the house situation, a little mini pregnancy update as well. And I might film another video now while Levi's asleep and while I'm having a good day as well, because when he wakes up I'm gonna have to do more packing and stuff. So if you're curious how I've been packing, so we started the packing process like 3 weeks ago. Even though we hadn't officially had anywhere to move yet, we had to still leave this place. So I had to start packing. So you can see the cabinet there is all like empty. I did start that, and then I started to get nausea and fatigue and stuff almost daily. So the packing took a break for a little bit. And then on days when I'm feeling good, I, you know, pack a box here and there. So what I've been doing, because keep in mind, I've got to pack for 2 different moves over the next, within a year. So it's not ideal, the situation, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just thinking of that end goal. We've got our own house that we're building and all of that. So what I've been doing is packing things that I know we won't be using until we move to our brand new house. And how I've done that is by like, I actually found this very useful from watching Elle Fowler's vlogs, like her moving vlogs, where she had a numbering system where each box would be numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, da 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 da, until however many boxes you need. And she had a spreadsheet where she'd put, say, like for example, my first box was things like kitchen bowls, kitchen plates, like extra dinnerware and stuff like that. So she'd write what was in it and put a number to it, and then she would write where it was in her old house and where it's going to be in the new house. So in my situation, I did the number of the box, I did what was in the box, where it was in this house, where it will be going in the temporary house, and where it will be going in our brand new house. So what I've done is mostly packed away things that we are not going to be using at this temporary rental, like all the little decor in the cabinet. I'm not going to unpack for, you know, this temporary house that we're going to be in for maybe a year or maybe even less, and then pack everything again to move. You know, I just thought like if I pack everything now and just live out of our necessities that we need for, you know, however long it takes for the house to be built, then it would just be easier when we have to move that second time around to our house, if that makes sense. I know this may sound a little bit all over the place, but I've had to wrap my own head around it, and this is how it makes sense in my head. So that's what I've been doing. I've been decluttering as much as I can, because again, that makes packing easier, and you know, it's just good to get in the habit of doing that every few months. Otherwise you can accumulate a lot of stuff. So that's what I've been doing, is packing things we don't need for the temporary house. And then once that whole, you know, once that category has been finished, then I will just pack things that we will be using at this temporary house. And then when we have to move out from the temporary house, then it's just packing what we've been using. And then, you know, other things will already be packed. So that is the system that I am working with, and I hope it works. It's been actually really easy doing this numbering system. I highly recommend it. Obviously, I haven't completed it yet, but it really, like when we moved from our old rental to this one, I had no system. I was just throwing things like kitchen stuff in a box and writing kitchen stuff, not knowing whether that meant ladles, whether that meant cookware, did that mean dinnerware, did that mean glasses, did that mean cups, you know, any of that. So this way I'm being super specific, because when we moved in here and I was putting things away, and my husband would say, oh, what box is this in? And I'd go, I have no idea. But you know, it was just super stressful. And this way I feel like it's not going to be as stressful, because I'll know what's in every box. Every box will have a number and so on and so forth. So that is my little life update. If any of you were interested in knowing, I am going to try and film another video now, like I said. So if I look the same and the quality and all of that, please excuse the quality of these videos for the next few weeks. I'm trying my best to keep up with everything and, you know, all of that. So I'm just, at least this is something then, rather than not filming at all, you know. So I hope this is okay, and I hope you guys are doing great and had a great Easter weekend wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love my goal to be like, if I can get close to like 50 subscribers, I'd be really happy with that. So please subscribe, because I have noticed a lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so that would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.